Hello, my name is Maria Ramirez, and I will be doing the Plyler versus Doe case 457 US 202, 1982. This case is in regards to the rights of undocumented children to public education. Background on the case, the key actors in the case. So we have the plaintiff, which in the case they are referred to as Doe. The Doe in this case is a group of Mexican children and their family, to be specifically four families that bring on a class suit against the school district for not allowing their children to attend school for free and instead forcing a tuition. The defendant is James Plyler and the Tyler Independent School District. The year in court this occurs in, it does start off at the district court. It travels to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals and ultimately the U.S. Supreme Court. The case starts off in 1982. The location is Tyler, Texas. And what's being questioned, as mentioned previously, is the rights of undocumented children to public education. A 1975 Texas legislature enacted laws granting the authority to local Texas school districts to deny enrollment to undocumented non-citizen children. To be specific, this was the Texas Education Code, Section 21031, that prohibited the use of funds for the education of children who had not been legally admitted to the U.S. In this case, James Plyler was the superintendent of the Tyler Independent School District in Texas and represented the district. The school district followed the Texas statute that blocked undocumented children from attending school due to their legal status. Doe sued and challenged the Texas law, arguing that it violated the Equal Protection Clause with regards to children of undocumented aliens. Arguments. The plaintiff in this case is Doe, the four families suing the district. They argue that the Texas law violated the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause and further argued that the 14th Amendment protected any person within a state's jurisdiction, extending protection to undocumented immigrants and their children. The families added that the law was harmful to society, emphasizing that denying education can create an underclass of illiterate people that could create future social problems and costs. They also emphasized that there was no evidence to show a benefit from excluding undocumented children. The defendant in this case was Plyler and the state of Texas. They asserted three justifications for the state law. It was intended to prevent an influx of illegal immigrants into Texas, to alleviate the burdens on the educational system caused by educating undocumented aliens, such as financial costs, and to alleviate the burdens created by educating children who are unlikely to remain in the state and contribute to it. Key precedents cited. So one key precedent cited in this case was the Yik Woo versus Hopkins case. This had to do with laundromat operators following a city ordinance to obtain a permit from the fire warden. Yik Woo in this case was one of the operators and a Chinese immigrant. Although he was given the permit years after, he was denied, and he argued that it was because of his race and the fact that he was Chinese. The case found that the city ordinance was being administered in a prejudicial manner and it violated the right to equal protection guaranteed by the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. Going back to our question, does a state law that denies free public education to undocumented children violate the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment? Court decision and reasoning. The district court found the state law and the school district's policy to be unconstitutional. They argued that both violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. Plyler lost. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals agreed with the lower court. Supreme Court led a decision 5-4 and found the state law severely disadvantaged the children of illegal aliens. The court upheld the decision from the lower courts, emphasizing the protection extended to everyone subjected to a state's law, including illegal aliens under the Equal Protection Clause. The court emphasized that although education is not a fundamental right, it plays a pivotal role in strengthening our society. Conclusion. Plyler versus Doe reaffirmed that the 14th Amendment Equal Protection Clause protects all persons within the U.S. borders regardless of immigration status. Significance. One major significance with this case is that it guaranteed free education to all children, regardless of legal status. This also included regardless of their parents' legal status. No matter if a parent was an illegal alien or an illegal immigrant, their children had the right to free education free of cost. Second significance is it strengthened equal protection for non-citizens. It shined a light to the rights that immigrants in this country have that protects them from the state, the government, and any laws that may be passed in a prejudicial way and in a discriminatory way. And third, it prevented states from discriminating against undocumented students and children. Regardless of legal status, children should have the right to a free education. Education is pivotal to our society and is constantly teaching us of changes.